everybody. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to New York Islands, to the redwood forest, to the Gulf Stream water. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, to the redwood forest, to the Gulf Stream water. This land was made for you and me. Yes, it was. Happy 4th of July. Happy celebration of America, this country that we love and live in and celebrate and continue to expand and grow in love and consciousness. And we try to let in a little joy, let in a little joy, let in a little light, let in a little light. Every little thing gonna be alright. Was the best that could happen. Clear the room, we're dancing, let in a little joy. Let in a little light. America, a little light.
A whole lot of liberty.
A whole lot of liberty.
Yeah. Feels good. Free, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels super free. That's what we're celebrating tonight. Freedom, you know. This country's got a long way to go, but it's come a long way.
Yeah.
And it's freedom and love that propel us forward. And tonight we're celebrating all of the different ways, well, not all of them, but some of the ways that...
You're going to be here a long time.
Yeah, there's so many freedoms.
All the different ways
Every
that you
single
can experience freedom.
Completely.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Buckle in. Actually, don't buckle in, be free.
That's
Put your hands up.
Right.
Be
Don't
like a
buckle in.
70s kid in the back of a pickup truck.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
me. Can you believe that?
We didn't wear seatbelts when we were little.
No.
I mean,
And that's how we wear hats now, because you should see all the bumps on our noggins. Yeah, no. But we lived free. We were
didn't
free.
even wear shoes in the grocery store.
No.
Did you?
I
I
probably...
mean, I can't even believe that.
That was
now
pre-
I'm
no
thinking of my
shirts, no
parents.
shoes. Yeah.
'Cause my parents are really both very clean, you know.
Yes.
And so how they let us go.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I remember having those little grocery store feet when I got home and having to wash under the hose. My mom taught me to rub one foot on top of the other to clean them.
What a mom.
So smart. That's
What
a
a mom.
skill I still am so grateful for. But I would never now go barefooted in the grocery
And if
store.
you listen closely when she's in the shower and cleaning her feet, it sounds like crickets. Little cricket sounds. That's more like a rusty windshield wiper, but...
It does sound like that sometimes. Once I get really, really clean.
That's true, squeaky. Squeaky. Squeaky clean, like free and clear, right? Free and clear. And that's what we are. I mean, in every moment, we're given a chance to choose how we want to be free, or what part of our
life. How we want to
life.
spend our lives. Do we want to spend our lives in a cage with the door open? Or do we want to fly and be free?
Well, here we
What I
are.
want to do with my free life.
We've had a time out. We've had some time to think about this, haven't we?
Yeah.
And here we are, beginning to begin again. This is the freedom to choose your fate. What do you want to spend your free life on? Pick it up. Here we go. down where we used to go, way beyond the strip. Place they call your soul. Sit down for a while, let the evening roll. Don't worry about the time, we'll find a place to stay. People round here seem familiar in some way, kinda like we did before we got so cold. In the air, questions, hey, will we get to do something? How we gonna end the feeling? Are we gonna end up being what you gonna spend your free life on? Free life, free life, free life. Let's fall in love again with music as our guide. Raise our ready hands, let go for the ride, and into unknown lands. Lovers need its high. We got these lives for free, don't know where they've been, don't know where they'll go. We are through with them. Starlight of the sun, dark side of the moon. In the air, questions saying, will we get to something? How we gonna end the feeling? Are we gonna end up being what you gonna spend your free life on? Free life, free life, free It seems so long ago, those empty afternoons, nowhere much to go and nothing much to do but sit up in my room, let the world unfold. In the air, questions, hey, will we get to do something? How we gonna end a feeling? Are we gonna end up being your free life fully. Spend every second that you got, because you only have a pocket full. And don't waste a second on fear. Do what you fear the most. It's a revolution of Reve-you-tion. It's a Reve-you-tion revolution of evolution, constantly growing and flowing towards peace and love and light. And this is your time. This is your time right now to face and dance with and to learn to embrace any fears that you have that are holding you back from being free. Be free.
Do what you fear the most. Be free. Force fields have got you shrink wrapped so tightly you've forgotten how deeply you can breathe. It's time to blow the bubble and let it pop. It's time to stop making yourself stop doing what you fear the most. Be free. Do what you fear the most. Be free. Be free. Be a spiritual kamikaze. Let your spirit lift like a rocket ship out of its cage. Let your ribs break free from their cage, and then laugh and laugh at the fears that rage to keep you from being free. Be free. Be free. What do you fear the most? That thing, it's your destiny. It's disguised as hesitancy, as rigidity, as uncertainty, as doubt. Well, it isn't fair play to strike yourself out or even play it safe in this game. You just gotta play and never keep score. What a bore. What would you want to do that for when you can be free? Sometimes we commit self-treason. We start questioning the reason that we're here. It's called fear. It's called fear. It's called fear. It's the shackle you gotta rattle, you gotta tackle, you gotta tattle on yourself. What's your dream? Speak your dream. How far is too far? Set yourself free and do what you fear the most. It's your destiny to be free. It's your destiny to be free. It's your destiny inviting you to be free. Hello, you. Hello. Meet you. Happy to meet you. How do you do?
How do you do?
When will you do what you fear the most? It's your destiny to be free. It's your destiny to be free. How do you want your last page to read?
Well, we wanted to read probably something like, and everyone lived happily ever after.
And she lived her dreams and her purpose. Mm-hmm. And she cut all those tethers, and she grew feathers.
Ooh, sister, I love that.
Sister, just made that up.
I know, write that down. I'm looking for a pen.
No, it's recorded right here.
She cut those tethers and grew feathers.
And I did, and this next song
Yes,
is
you
just
did.
about
Yes, you did.
getting my redemption.
You want to talk about it for a second, or anything?
I have
I know
in
you
the
have
recent
before.
past.
Yeah.
I think this tells the story.
It just, well, I mean, and it tells the story of choosing to be free from oppression, choosing to be free from abuse, choosing to be free from toxic and negative people,
And
who
knowing
keep
your worth.
those tethers tied to you, and cutting those tethers and growing feathers.
Yeah.
And you have to know your worth in order to do that. Yeah. And you also have to embrace your power and find out what anger is for, Anger is where the tether cutting comes in, right?
Yeah.
That's when you grab
like,
the scissors
I've had enough.
or a knife and
Or
just,
just bite it off.
yeah.
Just bite them.
Sometimes-
Floss and then throw it away.
Well, see.
You don't want to
but
waste a good tether.
Don't waste it. Make a sash, braid it in your hair, weave it as a reminder of what you've done.
But freedom feels so good. It feels so good to liberate yourself. And really, it's recognizing I actually am right here in a cage with the door open. I can walk. And in my case, I drove away from my life and from this particular relationship. But I just had to take that action and know that I was going to be not just okay, it was going to be better than okay. And in fact, the feathers that I grew from cutting my tethers made me a troubadour. And this has been my beautiful life, this beautiful, beautiful life, such a gift ever since. And so we just encourage you to look at your life and claim your redemption, but you got to claim it. You know, it's like get a coupon in the mail and you don't use it.
Uh-oh, double coupon. You could turn that coupon to a double coupon.
Yeah. But you get something and you don't claim it.
Yeah, you don't redeem it.
You don't redeem it, you're not going to get it. You got to redeem it.
You got to claim it, and you deserve it. And, you know, we know many stories of people who have been in a relationship that is keeping them bound. And it's not necessary for you to do that at all. And there's a way of freedom for you if you claim it. Spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, round, round. Spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, round, round. Spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby. I'm not a top, baby, I don't like to spin. I'm not a top, baby, I don't like to spin. But you twist and you turn and you let me go, and where I'll stop, we all know. You know, we know. Oh no, I'll be dizzy and my hair will be unclear, 'cause I let you twist and turn me again, twist and turn, twist and turn. Tired of being your crackerjack story. If you can't understand that, fumble through the Congo and way through the horn. Fumble through the Congo and way through the corn. Maybe your secret decoder ring will make this clear. I'm not a prize to be won. This is my redemption. This is my redemption. My redemption. You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a break, baby, right round, round, round. You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a break, baby, right round, round, round. Spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby. Somehow your dirty laundry still clings and clings to the inside of me, and
Makes me sick how I've been hooked on you and you've been hooked into me. Been hooked into you, you've been hooked into me. Rather be hooked on phonics, even that's a disease. Here's a word, codependency, and I'd like to fight about, but even that's not free. I played the wheel of fortune and I lost in jeopardy. Now it's time to play, let's make a deal. Here's the deal, I get nothing, you take everything from me. No deal, no deal, no, 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 no. No man, no woman, no person, place or thing will ever have that hold on me. I will exercise you out of me. I will be free, I will be free, I will be free, I will be free. As the wind blows, free as a penny I find and pick up, and all day long I'll have good everything. You'll be the land far, far away. In that romper room, you can play and play with yourself. Your grim fairy tale is one I won't read. And you won't mess with my mind, and you won't mess with me. I will be free, we'll be free. You won't mess with me, you won't mess with my mind, and you won't mess with me. Cause I'm free as a penny, find and pick up. All day long I have good everything. Cause this woman is soaring like a kite without string. This woman is soaring like a kite without string, and I know who I am, and I love what I see, and I will not compromise myself or what I believe, because this woman is free. This woman is free. As the wind this is my redemption. 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 This is my Free at last, free at last.
Thank God Almighty, continuing to be free at last.
It's a daily, it's a daily thing, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Cutting those tethers every single day. You know, you find all of a sudden you look down and you're like, oh.
And then once you free yourself, you're like, I got these scissors and I got this knife. I can totally help my sister out and free her.
That's right.
I can help my brother out and free him. And how can we use the tools that we've gotten to free ourselves, that we've found, to help free each other?
Yeah.
That's what it's about. We'll free you in a minute.
And I want to mention that tonight at the end of the show, we're going to play a video of that song that you guys maybe have never seen with a bunch of our sisters who've liberated themselves. So inspiring. So keep an eye out for that at the end of the show. And like Amy said, we'll be right back.
Sander. Be free, be free, be free, be free. Ah, freedom. Freedom to choose who you want to fall in love with and choose them to be your love of your life and your partner for life. And we do not take for granted at all that freedom in this country. And we give such great thanks and gratitude to all those who came before us, who fought and died and lived and loved in that truth so that we could have that freedom today. And we pray and seek and ask for that freedom for people all over the planet who are still fighting and seeking to gain that. Just the simple freedom to love who you choose. And we honor that and give such great thanks for that freedom to have our partner in divine for all time.
Every heartbeat.
One soul, you and I, this miracle of faith, us being here, you and I, even at the opposite ends of the earth, we would still be near, you and I. Marry me, sunrise, sunset, high noon and midnight, every waking moment, and in our dreams, and every heartbeat in between, every heartbeat in between, every heartbeat in between. Just the bliss of this union, joyous, alive, free of care, you and I. This gift we've had to honor it with every breath. You and I, to us belongs eternal heaven, endless delight. Oh, you and I. Will you marry me? Sunrise, sunset, high noon and midnight, every waking moment, and in our day. This has been our life. This has been our day. This has been our life. Will you marry me at sunrise, sunset, high noon, at midnight, every waking moment, and in our dreams, and every heartbeat in between. Every heartbeat in between. Every heartbeat in
So happy for us, so happy for so many people who have realized that freedom that we didn't have, you know. It's such a feeling of sweetness, such a feeling of security, all the while being liberating, you know. It's amazing.
Thank you, America, for really trying, Americans, making sure that America holds up to its promise of equality and liberty and justice for all.
Equal justice, right?
We've got a long way to go, but we are working our way there. We're spiraling towards the heart of love and evolving every day. And as long as we keep fighting for love, claiming love, and living in love, then this country will live up to its promise.
That's absolutely right. And we each, as individuals, have to keep stepping up, speaking up, and showing up. And a lot of that, you know, requires us being energetic enough and healed enough to have the time and the energy to get out there and do it. And I'm thinking about the next song, and I'm thinking of how it's really important to free trapped emotions and really do that healing work to be ready to help other people heal.
Yeah.
Healed people help other people heal. And
This is about freeing your spirit. And
Yeah.
It's about the freedom of religion, the freedom to worship, the freedom to find your sacred space and place. It doesn't have to be one way of getting there. You can choose your path to the sacred and to spirit. And let me hand you this, Mai Tai.
are you free to hand me this?
Well, it looks like you're free of the accordion. So I think I'm getting sweet little loving kisses
I know,
on
isn't
my
it the
leg right now. Oh
best?
my God, he's so cute.
You just are so in
Oh,
love.
he's doing so good. He's sitting right here. This is his
That-
spot. We need to have a
So
loving
he wasn't
hand.
like ventriloquist kissing your leg
He was. He's actually way over there, and his
and
tongue
blowing
is really long.
kisses to your ankles.
Exactly.
Amazing, this guy.
Doggy kisses. But this reminds me of, kind of reminds me of the old Norman Rockwell poster, Do Unto Others. And it was people of all different religions and races and backgrounds in this one image that he drew. And that's the promise of America, that that's why people came here, to escape religious persecution underneath the king. You had to only believe a certain way. And so we're so grateful for the freedom to worship and to find your sacred in your own way, in your own path, because freeing your spirit of any burdens, of any worries, of any clutter is so important, like Renee said.
Kissing my
You're giving
toes.
kisses. Oh, doggy kisses on the toes.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Okay, I'm being freed of something. I'm getting a foot washing, a good old-fashioned foot washing.
Have you ever had a butterfly land on your toes?
No.
Oh my gosh, really?
You've had a butterfly land on your toes? I've had
Yes.
butterflies in other spots, but
And then
not
they
quite on
take
the-
their little
Oh, they're
tendril.
tickly. They're super
Oh
tickly.
my God.
They do, because they
so
have that
tickly.
little extra thing
Yeah,
in the
and
middle
it's
there
going-
that
it's
just
going
kind of
like right there
yeah.
between your toes. That is the best. That
So
is
we hope, I
good.
guess, during this song that
Your
as
toes
you,
will be tickled.
yeah, your spirit will be tickled, and that
Sweet
you'll
little
be, you know, the
kisses.
butterfly who comes to us as evidence of transformation and alchemization, that goes on in your spirit, and you're freed in your spirit to really be who you are. And
Free
be
at
here
last.
to do what you're here to do. This song
Free
is
at
called
last.
Ramanama.
Take me away from the weight of this world. I'm a punch-drunk boxer, can't leave the rain. I've lost faith in your religion, my Lord. Is my God's name. Russian road through me, continue to pursue me. I'm a boat, doesn't know it needs the sea, needs the sea. Don't give up on me, don't give up on me, though I recklessly fumbling deep in my soul. I know, deep in my soul, I know you well. Take me away where silence speaks. Take me to your ocean, let me fall into your grace. Take me to your sunlight, shine upon my face. Lie upon your fields, rest inside your shade. Take me where the wind blows, the sound of your name. Take me away. Take me away from the weight of this world. I'm endless struggling, my knees are buckling. Take this burden from me, it was never mine to carry solely. My mind is a puppy, begs to play fetch, bringing fears of tomorrow and yesterday's regrets. Still may heal me, send your spell through me. I'm a reed, make music through me, music through me. Oh, your paradise. like it's never been said, like a sea through the shell, like a road through the stone. Break me out of these bones, break me out of these bones, like a mighty waterfall. Eagles soaring, call, let me surrender, surrender.
I'm an ocean flowing, steadily growing like a tide.
Keep coming and going, going and coming. Surges and stillness, stillness and surges, waters of my knowing. Take me away where silence speaks. Take me to your ocean, let me fall into your grace. Take me to your sunlight, shine upon my face. Lie upon your fields, rest inside your shade. Take me where the wind blows, sound of your name. Take me away. There are thousands of ways to kneel and kiss the ground. 1,000 ways to kneel and kiss the ground, says Rumi, and it is so true. Find a few of your own and make sure that you set yourself free. You have the key to your own cage. You unlock the door, and freedom is at your request. You know, when Nelson Mandela was in prison, he talked about being in prison. What didn't mean that he had to be imprisoned inside. And that perhaps the greatest fear wasn't what he couldn't do, but what he could do, his own light. Maybe he feared his own light even more than he feared his dark, and that he knew that if he didn't forgive those who imprisoned him, that he would be imprisoned for the rest of his life. So there are thousands of ways that we can set ourselves free as well. So see this week if you can find some of your own. That's your assignment of Divinement this week.
Free your time. Free some emotions. You know, there's a lot of, we keep ourselves busy in a lot of different ways, and we don't allow the creative time for inspiration to flow through. We don't allow time to allow all of our feelings to be freed so that we can make room for new ones and more joyful ones. And so it's important that we do that. And that is the assignment of Divine this week, is just set yourself free. Do things that liberate you, and
Find ways, think about ways that you feel constrained or imprisoned or bound in your
quit that
life.
job, get a
Yeah.
different job. You know, there's it's that relationship. We've seen so many people stay in relationships that are not healthy for them. You know your worth. Either find a way to get counseling and stay in the relationship you're in with the person, or know your worth and set yourself free. You know, there's just
Little ways that
little
you can
ways
set
and
yourself
big
free.
ways that you can
Set yourself free from screen time,
Yeah, that's what.
You know?
Yeah, make some time for some divine time.
for empty time, for just being time. You know, there's just a lot of different ways that we can free ourselves. So this week, think about what some of those ways are and just try a few and make a commitment, and you'll see how good it feels to unburden yourself.
And it feels really good to help set other people free as well. And so make some phone calls. You know, let's make some phone calls about
Yes.
things we care about, and let's make some changes. We are going to make a quick change, and Amy did it right now, but I've got to
Oh,
get
thank
my
you.
accordion, and we're going to come back right after this screen break, and we'll be right back.
Well, freedom to be extremely grateful. And that is the best freedom. That is a wonderful freedom. Freedom to thank all of you. Oh my gosh.
Freedom from our worries and our
Yes.
concerns. Knowing that you are with us and you're for us means so, so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Freedom from feeling alone, that you're not supported and held. And you have supported and held us so beautifully.
And held each other. And during this time, freedom from the unknown. You know, when you come together and you join in community like this, there's just, even if it's an hour like this where you just can suspend all disbelief and you can just go, wow, there's something more than all this, than the news. There's something more than all these unknowns. There's connection, there's community, there's hope. That's liberating. That is freedom. It's setting yourself free for even an hour a week and joining us here. Thank you, thank you, thank you for supporting us by being here. Thank you for supporting us by sharing your love offerings with us. It means so, so much. You guys are
Such a blessing,
you
really.
really are.
Absolutely.
You really
And you
are.
keep us free to continue to be troubadours of divine bliss. And we're so encouraged to continue Sundays with Bliss because we hear you and we hear from you and we get your support. Keep going. It really means a lot to me. You're really ministering to me. I need this.
This troubled
You're
world
helping.
needs you, you know,
So-
and so thank you for your affirming words too. That's what is in our hearts to do, and you just help lift our wings and carry us a little further to the next little nest.
You truly do. And, you know, this next song is about freedom from pain, freedom from real oppression. And whether that's been placed on us or we're continuing to carry it within ourselves, we can free ourselves, and this is freedom to heal. It reminds me of one time we were playing on the streets of New Orleans, and it was around Christmas time, and I had my Santa hat on, and we were I think we were actually singing Be Brave. We were doing Christmas carols, and we would throw in some originals. And this kind of, thin kind of road gentleman, the long beard, came up, and he had a camouflage bandana on his head, and kind eyes, just the kindest eyes. And I noticed that he was eyes welled with tears during Be Brave, and he was kind of silently sobbing while we were playing. And I was trying not to, look at him, but also make him know that I saw him and felt him. And at the end of the song, he just smiled at each other, and I could tell that a healing had taken place for him. He was, we have to be ready for our healing, and it has to be just the right time. And so our hope is that we're always right there when you're ready, so we can help facilitate that for you, midwife that healing. And it was such a moment with him, and we never met, but we connected on a beautiful and deep level during that song. And at the end of it, we just smiled at each other silently, and he said, "Bless you, sisters." And he said, "You want to make a trade?" And I was like, "Sure." For what? I was hoping he wasn't going to say my guitar or something. Or Renee, because no. And he said, "For your hat, my Santa hat, my dollar Santa hat, and I'll trade you my bandana for your Santa hat." And I said, "Sure, you betcha." His camouflage bandana, and it looked like he'd been wearing it for...
Well, he said he'd been wearing it and just washing it since Nam.
He hasn't. That's the only thing he's worn since the Vietnam War. And he was a veteran and had suffered many traumas from that experience, and spent his whole life, I'm sure, trying to heal and recover from that. And he was ready to let that bandana go and to let some of those memories go, and he wanted to trade it out for something magical and
For a
something
Santa hat.
hopeful.
How symbolic is that?
And so I still have that camouflage bandana, and to me it's one of my cherished possessions. And I just love, I was so honored to be able to be there when he was ready to let go and heal and free himself, really free himself. And so we hope that during this song, if there's any part of yourself that is ready to be healed, or if you just need a good cry, or if you just need to hold yourself and rock gently, whatever it is, to let in a little joy and a little light and a little healing, we ask that for you. And if there's someone that you want to hold in your heart and ask for that healing, and we send this out to everyone in the whole world.
It really does start with awakening to love, more love of yourself, more love of your fellow human, more love of this gift of this planet. It really does start with awakening to love. And that's all you're being asked to do, just awaken a little more. And so we hope this song does that for you.
All these rooms in my soul, so afraid to go behind the walls, secret scars and shadows. I will no longer feel this pain, no longer be restrained. Wild-eyed innocence, let my soul be born again. Now's the time to heal what's been broken inside. I've waited too long to cry. Now's the time to show all the things I felt I had to hide. I hold the key to the cage I'm locked inside. up so tenderly, worthy to forgive and be forgiven, worthy to hold the kingdom of heaven within. Kingdom of heaven is within. Waking us to love, waking us to love, waking us to love, awaken us to love, waking us to love, waking us to love. From every corner we will meet and circle the ancient tree. When we stand there long enough, we'll remember how to sing, how to laugh, how to trust, how to be at peace, how to dream in a chorus of remembering. We're called to be wise, to be strong, to be true, called to rise higher self inside of you, called to be whole, to heal and reveal, called to be this ocean of love, ocean of love, waking us to love, waking us to love, waking us to love, waking us to love everyone, waking us to love everywhere, waking us to love. Release perfection, release rejection, release hate. It's not just waking us, waking us, waking love in us, waking love in us, waking us, awaken us, waking us, awaken us, waking us to love, waking us to love, waking us to love. Y'all sing along. Awaken us to love, waken us to love, waken us to love, waken us to love, waken us to love everyone, waken us to love. Please, every heart on this planet, every heart on this planet, may it feel its worth. May the soul of every being on this planet feel its worth and feel encompassed and surrounded and uplifted and filled with love.
And one of the ways that we do that, and it stood out to me so strongly in the song, is forgiveness.
Mm-hmm.
Because in Jesus' language of Aramaic, forgiveness means to untie, which is freedom. That means we always think, I think, more than anything about forgiving someone else. And we forget about how we need to forgive ourselves or forgive our God, you know, or whatever it is. Forgiveness is such a great liberator, you know. It
Yes.
really does
One of
set
the
you
best.
free.
Yeah.
And when you know your worth, you know not to hold on to anything that would ever tether you and keep you.
You cut the tethers and grow some feathers.
Cut the tethers and grow some feathers, y'all. That reminds me.
Oh, hey, say. That reminds me.
Of a story that I'd like to share.
Just sit right back and you hear a tale.
This is called The Bird in the Golden Cage. It's a Sufi story. A merchant in Persia received a gift from his friend. It was a green parrot in a beautiful golden cage. I got this talking parrot especially for you from India. Just feed this parrot chilies and hear its beautiful songs, said the friend. One day the merchant announced that he would be going on a trip to India. What does everyone want? Bring me a beautiful silk cloth, said his wife. Toys. I want a toy cart which can follow me everywhere I go, said his daughter. The merchant turned to the parrot. What about you, my friend? What do you want? The parrot sighed. Master, if you see green parrots in India, will you please inform them that I am alive and well? Tell them that I live in a big house in Persia in a cage. The merchant promised to pass on the message and left. After finishing all his work in India, the merchant visited a garden. He came across a group of parrots. He walked up to them. Friend parrots, I bring a message to you from one of your sisters. She was trapped here in India, but now she lives with me. One of the parrots flew and landed on the merchant's shoulder. Is that so? It said. We hope she's safe. Oh, yes. She lives in a beautiful golden cage. I feed her tasty food. She wanted you to know that she's alive and well, said the merchant. Hearing this, the parrot sitting on the merchant's shoulder shivered and fell to the ground. The merchant was alarmed and tried to wake up the parrot, but it lay still. What have I done? He cried. All I wanted to do was pass on a message. I didn't know the parrot would die. The merchant slowly got up and left for home. He was greeted at the door by his wife and daughter. He gave them the gifts he brought for them. Then he turned to the parrot. Did you pass on the message to my friends? What did they say? Asked the parrot excitedly. I delivered the message like you asked me to, but after listening to it, one of your friends shivered and fell to the ground. I'm afraid that your friend died. I'm sorry, said the merchant sadly. The parrot went still, and then she too shivered and fell. The merchant cried out, "Oh my God, why is this happening?" He opened the cage door and gently lifted the parrot out. He felt sorry for his beloved bird. He took the bird out to the garden to bury it. After digging the hole, he turned to lift the bird. But just then, the parrot sat up and flew to a nearby wall. The merchant was both shocked and happy. Friend parrot, I'm so happy you're alive, but why did you fall down? The parrot who fell down wasn't actually dead. She was sending me a message, said the parrot with a smile. The open sky is any day better than a golden cage. She also showed the way to escape the cage. I never realized you were sad in that cage, said the merchant. Fly away, my friend. Fill the world with your beautiful song. The parrot flapped its wings and flew toward the open sky. What a lesson in that, huh?
Yeah.
So your cage of your emotions or your contentment may seem perfectly fine until you look at that open horizon and realize, wow, there's so much more. You know?
And die before you die. That's what Rumi says, die before you die, which essentially means die to anything that keeps you constrained or anything that keeps you in a cage. And that death is your path to freedom. And birds, this next song is about freedom and birds, and it's about having the courage to face any kind of adversity or unknown or even certain death in order to gain your freedom. The freedom is so much more important and has such a stronger pull than anything that could keep you in a safe little cage.
This one is for little brother Joey.
This one's for Joey. We love you so much, Joey. This one's for you, beloved. Dance party. Freedom is for the birds who don't forget the horizon. Freedom is for the birds who don't rest on the wings of the wind. Freedom is for the birds, choose the rain above a cage. Hey, hey. Freedom's for the birds. Hey, hey. Freedom's for the birds who don't wait for the spring to come. They fly greedy. Who don't wait for the spring to come. They fly to greed. Hey! Liberté pour les oiseaux, n'oubliez pas l'horizon. Liberté pour les oiseaux, que ne restons pas les éléments. Liberté pour les oiseaux, ils préfèrent la pluie à la cage. Liberté pour les oiseaux. Hey, hey, liberté pour les oiseaux. Ils n'ont pas le printemps. Ils vont de louer. Ils n'ont pas le printemps. Ils vont vers
of a cage. Hey, freedom's for the birds. Hey, freedom's for the birds. Hey, freedom's for the Don't forget the horizon. Don't forget the horizon. Don't forget that the key is within you to unlock and set you free.
Fly towards your freedom. It's right there. And just know how much we love you and appreciate you, and send prayers and wishes for your every joy imaginable for you to hold in your heart and in your spirit. May your soul unfold like 10,000 karat gold. And may you unlock your freedom this
Cut
week
those
and every
tethers and grow some feathers.
Wah, wah, wah.
Mwah. We love you.
We love you.
I am not a top. Maybe I don't like to spin, but you twist and turn me and let me go. And where I'll stop, we all know. And I'll be dizzy and my head will be unclear. Because I let you turn me again and again and again, and I'm tired of being your Cracker Jack's toy. If you can't understand that, fumble through the caramel and wade through the corn. And maybe your secret decoder ring will make this clear. I am not a prize to be won. So take your dirty laundry to another washing machine. Because the spin cycle is where you left me. And in that state of mind, nothing gets clean. Just mindless agitation and this sound in my head. That makes me want to scream. And somehow your dirty laundry still clings and clings to the inside of me, and it makes me sick. How I've been hooked on you, and you've been hooked into me. Yeah, I'd rather be hooked on phonics. But even that's a disease. Here's a word: codependency. And I'd like to buy a vowel, but even that's not free. I played the Wheel of Fortune. I lost in Jeopardy. And now it's time to play. And now it's time to play. And now it's time to play. Let's make a deal. Here's the deal. I get nothing and you take everything from me. No deal. No, no, no.
Yeah.
No man, no woman, no person, place, or thing. No man, no woman, no person, place, or thing. No man, no woman, no person, place, or thing will ever have that hold on me. I will exercise you out of me. I will be free. Free as the wind blows. free as a penny I find and pick up. And all day long I'll have good everything. And you'll be in a land far, far away. And in that romper room you can play and play and play with yourself. And your grim fairy tale is one I won't read. And you won't mess with my mind, and you won't mess with me. Because this woman is soaring like a kite without strings. And I know who I am. And I love what I see. And I will not compromise myself or what I believe, because this woman is free, is free, is free, is free, is free, is free. It's free.